Good morning, boys and girls. Today I'm going to go through patterns with you. We did do some number patterns in the first term and we looked at our blocks in our classroom, but I'm going to remind you about them on this first video, and then on the second video I'm going to show you how to do them in your Brown Maths book, looking at the number chart and only looking at number patterns. So the first thing we have to look at is, what is a pattern? A pattern is something that has to be repeated. So the word repeat means that you do it again. So if I say hello, I'll have to say hello, hello, hello if I repeat it. So if your dad is going to a very smart meeting or very important meeting, and he goes to the shop and he looks for a tie. If this tie has very smart, thin black stripes, we say that this is the pattern on the tie. So it's got thin black stripes, and we call these pinstripes, and then it's got white in between, and maybe he'll wear it with a black suit or a black shirt or a white shirt, depending on what he needs to do. But then he notices in the middle of the tie is a red oval. Now, that has spoilt the pattern of the tie, because nowhere else on the tie is there any red. It's all black and white. And I said a pattern is something repeated over and over again. So this tie, your dad definitely wouldn't buy, because if somebody was looking at him and looked at the tie, it would look like your dad had just eaten a big hot dog with tomato sauce and he had spilt the tomato sauce on the tie, because this makes the pattern wrong and it doesn't make our eyes very comfortable when we look at it, because we can see immediately that there's something wrong here. So we're going to cross out that pattern. Then the same as if your mom wears a very smart skirt to work. It's got a belt, and here's the skirt. And this skirt's pattern is red dots. So it's a red dotty skirt, and she can wear a nice red plain shirt with it. It can't have a pattern unless she's going to wear stripes and dots or be all dotty, I'm not sure. But then in the middle of this red dotty pattern skirt is a big black rectangle. Now, the same as the tomato sauce looking oval over there, this looks like your mom's pen ran out, or your whiteboard marker, and it's made this mark on her skirt. So a pattern has to be the same thing over and over. We can't suddenly have something different in the middle of it. So that one also gets crossed out. Now let's have a look at how we did it at school. We looked at blocks and we had a lot more colors. I've only got red and blue. So this is the pattern. And now we check, is it a pattern? It goes red, blue, red, blue. Yes, it is a pattern. But there are rules to patterns. Remember, the colors must be the same, the size must be the same, the shape must be the same, everything must be the same thing over and over again for it to be a pattern that is correct. So I could say here that the pattern is red and blue. But then if I do this, is that now a correct pattern? Some of you are saying yes, some of you are saying no. But remember I said it's got to be the same of everything over and over again. So we said the pattern is red and blue. If we say that, then this is correct. Red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. That's the pattern. But if we look at it, it doesn't look very good. Just like these two, because the pattern has changed at the end. So, red, rectangle, blue square, rectangle red, blue square. Then this should be a rectangle red, but it's a square red. And then a very big rectangle blue instead of a small square blue. So this pattern, we have to take that away to make it correct. Right, now there are beautiful patterns in nature, same as this tie, your zebra stripes. We wouldn't suddenly find a big green oval or big green circle on a zebra unless he had been lying in wet grass maybe, but it's not part of the pattern that God made on his coat. It's the same as a leopard spots, a tiger stripes, or any of the animal's markings. Same as the flowers and all the patterns in nature. They are the same thing over and over and over again. Otherwise, the pattern, as I said, it doesn't look good on our eye. Our eye immediately goes to the mistake and we say, oh no, there's something wrong with that skirt or shirt or pattern. So now I'm going to show you your number chart and we're going to quickly have a look at the patterns on here. So we have been counting in ones, in twos, in fives and tens. And our number charts help us, but every morning we count in certain numbers. So the last few weeks we've been doing lots of counting in tens, but I'm going to just go through the number chart with you quickly, and then I'm going to stop the video, and then I'm going to show you another little video to help you with the work you need to do this week. So, on your number chart, the whole number chart is done in counting patterns. So the green are counting in ones, those are where our units. The red are counting in tens. And we can start anywhere if we know that. And we know that from 4 to 5 is 1, so we count 4, 5, 6. But there are patterns all over the number chart. So here are our patterns of 10, 10, 20, 30, 40. And remember, we can go forwards, that it's getting bigger, or we can go backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, it's getting bigger, we're going forwards, and 60, 50, 40, it's getting smaller because we are going backwards. Then you can also count in twos. So from 2 to 4, we jump 1, 2. So we count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And right through the number chart, it is like that. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. One more. 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. If you know your number chart up and down, it can really help you if you're not sure how to count in a certain number. Then our last ones are our fives. We count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and so on. Remember I said 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so here we can see there's the 5 and there's the 0. So I'm going to switch the video off now, and then I'm going to be back in a minute to show you what to do in your brown book this week.